Hi, this is Wiz. Welcome to my channel and welcome to the beautiful Audi RS e-tron GT. So there you go, this is the beautiful Audi e-tron GT in its RS execution. Oh boy, this is the first time I see the car in real and it is just beautiful. This car is stunning in every angle you see it. In the iconic Daytona grey pearl metallic color. So as you may know, the e-tron GT is based on the same platform as the Porsche Taycan, and this is the reason why it looks so similar in proportions. I often see videos where people saying it is a Porsche Taycan, of course it looks like. It's the same base and just Audi put their own style in it. Let's start from the front. You see the legacy here in terms of the single frame grille that has been reworked because of course on EV cars you don't need to have a lot of air going into the engine because there is no engine. You have three different executions. This is the all black face, I would say. Otherwise you get a kind of gray here in the central part, or you can have only the interior of the single frame in black. So this is the full bins, all black. Laser matrix headlights on this specific one, you can recognize it by those blue accents. Real air inlet here in the front bumper, as you can see. Carbon fiber finishing. The different driving assistance radar and camera are all here in the center of the front bumper. And obviously, as there is no engine, you have this very beautifully sculpted hood. One of the key styling features of the e-tron GT are the extended wheel arches. They are very sculpted and they give such a dynamic look to the car. Another real air vent here. Air extraction for efficiency purposes. Oddly enough, and contrary to the Porsche Taycan, this is manual. You've got the Type 2 in this side, and then the CCS on the other side, also manual. This is one of the best angles where you can admire how sculptural the Audi e-tron GT is. Side skirt with carbon fiber elements on this specific RS version. Moving on the rear, we see the spoiler that can be raised, same as the A7, RS7. Rear end is quite aggressive. The only little gripe I could have, I find the tail lights to be a little bit too big, but other than that, it's quite aggressive. I love it. And boy, I love those rims. The wheels are huge. Rear tires are 305/30/21. And you got 265/35 in front. With those huge brake calipers, the RS has the carbide brakes as standard. My verdict about this e-tron GT, it is beautiful. I love it. I want it, of course. What do you think? Would you go electric with a car looking like this Audi e-tron GT? Let's now move on the cabin of the e-tron GT. Let's start with the door panels. They are beautiful. Again, very beautiful lines, sculpted. Materials are on top as usually with Audi. You got leather, Alcantara, good quality plastic. Bang & Olufsen optional sound system. You can clearly see some Porsche bits, especially on these commands for the electric seats. The RS seats are beautiful, but in my opinion, the standard one you get on the GT are also beautiful enough. Let's step inside. Night vision on this one. This is optional, of course. Cabin isn't that big, of course, as you would expect with this Taycan architecture. It's an egoist car, despite the almost 5 meters long, 499 to be precise. But who cares? The driver position is the most important one anyway. When the e-tron has been officially presented last month, I criticized the lack of second screen here. I have to say that with time I got used to it and it's okay. You got this, I would say, old style now climate control, so gone is the second touch screen. The air vents are positioned very low. I quite like the central console with the exception of this A3 kind volume command here that is tactile. And the now typical gear selector, parking, start and stop, drive select, some small cup holders, and the armrest, or I would say the lack of armrest, but it's okay once again because you sit so low that your arm naturally lays in this place anyway. Some storage, not that deep, a few USB-C ports, carbon fiber in this RS execution, illuminated e-tron logo. Let's have a look at the glove box. Oh, it is quite roomy, surprisingly. And again, the door panels are so beautiful. I have to say the old dashboard is very beautiful. The only gripe I would have into the cabin is that the layout of the virtual cockpit and the layout of the central screen is exactly the same I've got on my e-tron S Sportback, so no big changes here. I quite like the upper part of the dashboard, how it is executed. The overall cabin of the GT feels very, well, GT actually. You sit very low. Let's now have a look at the rear seats. Obviously don't expect a lot of room. I've put the driver's seats according to my preferred position. And let's step inside. I have to say that it's okay. I've got plenty of legroom. Headroom is okay, I'm not touching here, so I'm comfortably sitting, and as you can see, there is quite of room. I'm surprised, I was expecting less. And contrary to Tesla, for example, your legs are comfortably positioned and you got plenty of room. Due to the specific battery placement, you got plenty of room and you can sit very comfortable in the back of the e-tron GT. Of course, you don't get that much light into the cabin. Keep in mind that this RS version doesn't have the fully glass roof. It is carbon fiber instead on the outside and Alcantara on the inside. Very beautiful. Again, front seats are really beautiful, even from this perspective. And the rear one are also very, very well executed. This portion here look a little bit cheap, I have to say. We already saw those kind of commands on other lower end Audi. Let's now have a look at the boot. Don't expect too much here as well. If I remember correctly, it's 435 liters. And as you can see, contrary to an A7, for example, this is the way the boot opens. So it is not that practical. But would you buy this car for practicality? I don't think so. Also, there's almost no extra storage here. You can see the German plates. And by the way, I cannot drive this car now because it is only for demo purposes. This car is not allowed to drive here in Switzerland. So there you go. That was a first look of the brand new Audi e-tron GT, specifically in this RS configuration. What to say about this car? I love it. I love the exterior. It is beautiful. It is very hard to find some things that I don't like on the exterior of the Audi e-tron GT. Talking about the cabin, I quite love the overall look of it. You see, it's very low, it looks very GT. There are just a few bits that I would have done differently, like for example, I would have had a different layout, more distinctive, more specific to the GT1, and same as the new Q4 e-tron, I would have preferred to have a bigger central screen. And also maybe something's more bespoke here, not taking bits of lower end Audi. But I guess we can't have it all. All in all, it is a car that I am very interested in. I really love it. It is beautiful. It has stunts. It's quite a looker. So tell me what you think in the comment. I ask the question once again. Would you go electric with a car like the e-tron GT? As usual, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to reach 25k subscribers, so please help me by subscribing to my channel and activating the notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Also consider following me on Instagram with 1972, where all the things happens first. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.